set in the pocket with the drummer. As a bass player, gospel bass player, sitting in the pocket is very, very important. You know, it's so important that it seems like if the bass player come out the pocket, everybody gonna look like, where did bass line go? So we need to keep that bass line in that pocket. Sometimes, you know, we want to adventure, you know, do licks, do stuff. But that bass line is the number one thing. What really people be looking for. You keep that groove, you know what I'm saying? That pocket. I'm about to do some demonstrations on the bass line. I'm gonna play in A. I'm playing A today and everything. But yes, that staying in that pocket is a basis, beginner. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something, when I started to know, you know, when I started playing, you know, pretty good, you know, when I thought I could play good, I was in left field, I was in right field, I was at first base, then I went all the way to third base, then I went back to the outfield. Because, you know, I was feeling good, like, oh man, I'm doing all kind of stuff. I'm like, you know, like, in a song, you know what I'm saying? When the song bass line is like, so, you know, I'm feeling good, so I'm like chording, you know. I was doing all that, you know. And my boy, you know, God rest his soul, he played the guitar. And he was like, D, he said, bro, you doing good, but I need you to stay in that pocket. You know, and I'm like, yeah, he right. You know, I kind of felt offended, but he was telling the truth. He was being honest with me, you know, because I was feeling good. I'm like, okay, I've been playing for like 10 years, you know, 11, so I'm like, oh yeah, you know. So about everything I learned, I'm putting in one song, you know, instead of just keeping that bass line. But I'm about to demonstrate a bass line for y'all. And, you know, like sitting in the pocket, like that. It's like a drummer, like that kick in the bass is like they married. You know what I'm saying? It's like they need one another. You know, and that, you know, if that bass player got that bass sound, you know, cause we you know, I know in church when they started dance, and I don't hear that bass, I'm looking like, okay, where that bass? Cause you know that's what I'm going after. You know, when I'm playing the bass, you know, I play the lead guitar too, but when I play that bass, I'm like, okay, with it, you know, I gotta. But anyway, locking in. All right, I'm about to play a little beat, and I'm gonna break everything down. We're gonna play in A. You know, hopefully your bass is tuned up and everything. You know, like I said, I'm getting to the point and stuff. You know, that's like beginning stuff. You know, with your bass tune, all you know, y'all know how all that though. But I will give you the scale though. You know, in A. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, or 8, and that's the first way. You know, I got 2 ways. Another way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. That way too. In the comments, leave in the comments, you know, if there's certain songs you want to learn, or certain things you might want to, you know, learn, or if you know what bass line fit with what song, you know, let me know, because like a bass line could be, I'm gonna demonstrate that too, like different bass lines that you can play like for that same song, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna demonstrate that today too. So anyway, let's get busy. It might be loud enough. I put it right there. Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate a bass line, and I'm gonna do another bass line, and I'm gonna do another bass line. But the thing about this is like the bass line is gonna be the same, but it's like how, you know, the way I'm gonna approach it, you know. So this is the first one. I'm my best man. I'm gonna get my bass kind of leveled out with this drum track. I don't want to be too loud, you know, with the bass, so you can hear both of it. All right, I believe that's good. But anyway, okay, you hear that bass one. Okay, it's the first bass line. Start on the 1. 1, 2, 3, go. Take your time. Lock in with that drum. how to speed up. Sometimes, you know, brake pads, sometimes I want to speed up. But, you know, just relax, relax. You know, get that feel like, yeah. Okay, that's the first one. The next one is similar, you know what I'm saying? It's about, I'm gonna be in the octave though. I'm gonna do it right here. It's the bass line. Third one, I'm gonna break it in half. And this is how it's gonna go. All right, stand in that pocket. Now, that's like quartet things, you know what I'm saying? It's all kind of bass lines, you know, different churches, you know, play different, you know, different things. But for this video, I'm gonna stick with the bass line of, you know, like I'm saying, I'm from the South, so I'm gonna stick like with the quartet bass line, for, you know, for right now. But in my other videos, I'm gonna break down some more bass lines. But the popular one is probably this one right here, you know, like different songs, you know, that got that kind of feel right there, you know what I'm saying? But okay, I'm gonna show you how I played that. Like I said, we in A. So like I said, I'm gonna cut out numbers. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. You know, instead of like counting out notes and probably the frets. Like I said, you know, everything's a pattern. So that's a pattern. 1, 3, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 3, 1. So I'm gonna that's how I'm gonna break it down for y'all. 1, 3, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 3, 1. So speed it up. 1, 3, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 3, 1. Y'all get that? 1. And like I said, you know, if it's too fast, we can slow it down. 1, 3, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 3, 1, 3, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 3, 1. That's the first one. The second bass line, as I said, it's gonna be at the octave for A. You know the octave, third string, skip the third, go to the second, 7th fret. I say that right there for the octave, you know. So A. So it's gonna be a 1, 6, 5, 6, 1. 1, 6, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 6. That's all it is. So in time, 1, 6, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 6. You can use that. And the last one I'm gonna show you is this one right here. And it's like the best thing about it, like when I'm showing you, it applies to all the keys. Whatever key you're in. If you're in G, if you're in A flat or G sharp, if you're in A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, it's gonna be that same pattern wherever you at. If you in C, same pattern. 1, 3, 6, 5. I mean 1, 3, yeah, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 3, 1. So wherever you play it on the neck, it's gonna be that same pattern. That's why I like patterns, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people can learn patterns better than, you know, okay, that's C, that's E, that's G, that's A, and that's C, you know, instead of counting out notes. But, you know, it don't matter, you know, to each his own on that. But for me, you know, as I teach, I like teaching the numbers, you know, in a pattern, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that'll be a lot more easy, you know what I'm saying? Go to the 1, slide to the 3, next string to the 5, then to the 6, whole step, then to the 1. So, okay, now we in A. Now the other bass line, it just broken down. This is what it is. It's that bass line, but how I approach it. Now look, now check this out. The only thing I'm doing is really adding that 2 for that right there. Instead of sliding like that, like 1, 3, 5, 6. I'm just adding that 2, like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. So in other words, you can do it like this: 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 1, 6, 1. Or you can do this: 5, 6, 5, 6 twice. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 5, 6, 1, 3, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 5, 6, 1. So no matter kind of way, however you want to do it, you can do it, but I'm just give you some examples, because sometimes I switch it up. I do this. See, so all that, you can do all that, in that, within that. But the structure of it is 1, 3, 5, 6, 1. That's the main thing. But like I say, you can do all them bass runs within that pattern. You see what I'm saying? 1, 6, 5, 1, 1. 1, 6, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 6, 1. Like I said, you can slow it down. So 1, 6, 5, 6, 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. Now I'm about to play this in real time. You know what I'm saying, with the little track. And 2, it's good probably to get like a little backing track gospel or something with this, or I got the loops playing, C-dub, I got the loops. So I just got like a little quartet loop playing, instead of, songs for right now. But I will add some songs, later on as I get started. Like I said, this is a new channel, so I'm getting used to it, so forgive me if I might miss something or might say something wrong, whatever, but, I'm just depending on God. Another thing, too, thank the Lord. So if you're playing the gospel bass, and, I don't know, if you like dedicated in church like that, but it is good. And this number one thing, to always pray and seek God, because while we play, we want the anointing, to be in our music, not just us just playing, wanting money and all that, but, we doing this unto the Lord, so, I want to give like some good encouraging words to y'all, to pray and seek the Lord, because God will give you things. Like when you practice, something might come to you, or a melody might come to your mind. You might be like, okay, Lord, show me how to do that. And he will, because that's how he did me. Like I said, I did not hear nobody play me. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all might laugh, but I think I played the bass for 2 years in the church without even tuning my bass up. Now ain't that something? Now, that's how bad it was. I started in 1995. So, back then, there wasn't no internet like that. So, they were ones that we asked to teach, they busy, couldn't. So, y'all, we didn't, as I say, me and my friend, that, we started at the same time. He played the guitars on the bass. And since our church didn't have no music, they were just happy just to hear a sound, you know what I'm saying? But y'all, I played the bass without tuning for 2 years. So I'm going to say about 2 years. Then I finally like, oh, man, I'm going to tell you what I did. This is what we used to do. Just tighten them up. We used to just tighten the strings up. Like, oh, okay, we just thought it was tight. Not knowing that, the strings got to be tuned. But see, we didn't know none of that. So we just tighten it. Okay, it's tight enough. Yeah, it sounds funny, like, wow, but anyway, I thank the Lord, for helping us, y'all, because, like I said, y'all, we got laughed at, we got picked at, y'all, but I thank God for allowing us to keep going and going, and some of the ones that done laughed and done picked at us, now, well, back then, when we got back, I said, I started in 95, so it's 2026 now. The ones that laughed at us, they called us back wanting us to play for their anniversaries and church programs and stuff. But, back then, they laugh and, oh, they got them boys coming with them guitars and stuff. No, they getting where they can't play. But y'all, like I said, I thank God, because God will teach and will show. Like I said, I started getting I'm gonna tell you how old this was. VCR tapes. You know, I don't know. Some of y'all might not know what a VHS or whatever is. Little VCR tape you plug in and you had to stop and rewind and looking all fuzzy looking. We ain't got this stuff like we got now. You know, this technology. But I'm planning on looking at DVDs and stuff, and I'm gonna see this, and I'm gonna get back to the video, to the lesson. But y'all, when I first started, really, you know, I said probably about the 4th or 5th year. Like I said, I'm just really learning. But I'm gonna tell you what DVD I got, and I was trying to play like him when I went nowhere near that good, or like, okay. But anyway, I got Victor Wooten. I don't know if y'all know who Victor Wooten is. Look him up. But he one of the baddest bass players out here in this world. So I think it was like Bass Day '98. That's how long ago it was. He was like '98. He was playing on stage, and on the DVD, I had a DVD then. I think, yeah, DVD. But anyway, at the end, it had like a little stuff he was teaching on, and tapping, all that stuff, and harmonics and stuff like that. But y'all, I got that video, and I'm like, great. But I was trying to learn that though, So, and I love slapping now. So that's what got me to slapping. I used to watch Vic, how I used to slap. That. But that's what I was looking at, y'all, at my early stage. I was looking at profession, but I'm gonna tell you something, it was good because it was teaching me. But I was like, oh man, I ain't in that level, but it helped me a whole lot. Cause that's how I was like, oh man, what are you doing? Like, what's that? Tapping? Harmonics? Chords, But anyway, main thing, y'all, pray, ask God that, like we said, for that anointing, because that's what's going to destroy the yoke. Y'all, we play the bass, I'm gonna say, for gospels, people, we play unto the Lord. That's the number one thing. And we want God to bless our music, and we want God to anoint our music too. Instead of, we might sound good, but, ain't really no anointing in it. But like I said, just spend time with God, and, anoint your hands at times before you play. Like I said, before we started out, we got prayed for about every Sunday. My pastor be like, tomorrow, long as y'all come up here, we like this. He said, no, hold your hands out. We like that. Don't our hands, but everybody don't our hands. But I thank God because he paid off. But y'all, I'm gonna get back to this lesson. I just had to say that, so I give my little testimony. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do these bass lines right quick. And again, so I'm gonna play this. Like I said, stay in that pocket. So I'm gonna give a little breakdown again, of the bass lines I just did. So we're gonna start with the first one. That's the first. The next one. 1 6 5 6 1 6 5 6 1 6 5 6. And this is the last one. Now, that little run what I just did, that's like a turnaround, code, because, different songs, I'm just giving you the bass lines, but like the progression might be like a 1 4 5. But anyway, 1 to the 4 is like this. That's the 4. That's the 4. And then we do the same thing in the 4. So then back to the 1. So then with the song, 4, bass line, 1, that's going to the 4. So that's a turnaround to go to the 4, you know what I'm saying? Or way to get to the 4, I'm gonna say it like that, you know what I'm saying? And then if I do the same bass line, what you did in A, you do it right there on D. Then jump back up there to the 1. And then that little run is like a shouting run. I'm explaining it in another video. But it's, like. words, you get from that A to the octave A, all chromatic scales. From that, that's a 3, 3, 4, 4.5, 5, 6, 6.5 or 7 flat, 7, 1. So that's all that was, you know what I'm saying? So, all right. Well, y'all, I think that's going to wrap it up for right now. Like I said, I got some more videos coming. Boy, the way I work and stuff, God knows, they got to do these videos, but hey, I ain't going to do playing. I thank the Lord. But, y'all, you know, the ones that starting out, keep on. I'm telling y'all, I know if I can do it, anybody can. Because y'all, I'm telling you, I did not know not one thing. I'm talking about for years. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. I had a 6-string bass, you know. I started playing, you know, I say about the 10th year, you know. And like I say, really still didn't know how to tune it. But at the same time, yeah, I tuned my 4-string. Then when I got a 5-string and a 6. But I'm going to show you something. I got a 6-string and I tuned it up like it was a 4-string. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, my string was like they were real loose. I'm like, man, why my strings loose? So on the 6-string, well, a 5-string, you know, you got a low B, you know. It's a low B. Then on the 4-string, that's an E. So I was using my 6-string as a low E, like the 6-string, you know, counting up from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got a 6-string. Matter of fact, yeah, I will show you right quick. I was tuning this thick string up like an E. I was tuning it up with an E, like an E, like E, A, D, G. And these, I don't know what the I was tuning up with, because, you know, the tuner it stopped it where, you know, it's a high C. But anyway, I know what it is now. But yeah, I was tuning this 6-string up like a 4-string bass and playing it in church. This one dude got my guitar. He said, "Hey, D, can I play your bass?" I'm like, "Yeah." He started playing it. I know he kept whining with it. I'm like, man, it's tuned up. So y'all, I'm gonna say this maybe about some months later. This one guy said, "Yeah, D, man, you know a 5-string, you know, that's a low B." I said, "Low B, what's that?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Ain't no E. If, you know, you got the extra string, that low B, so that's a B. So it was B, E, A, D, G. You know, I'm like, okay. And I said, man, you know, so I'm like, okay. So I started, you know, learning about tuning. And I was like, Dad, but make a long story short, tuning is very important as you play. Like every time you play, I don't care if you think the guitar is tuned up before you play. Anyway, I always make sure it's tuned. Because sometimes, you know, you think you tuned up because okay, I played the last Sunday, or I played it and I ain't really touch it. Sometimes them little knobs, I can just move this a little bit and you be out of tune. But yeah, I just want to say that, y'all, like where I came from, God is good. I was tuning this up like a 4-string. That's crazy. And you like, what? Yeah. And playing for a long time like that. But that's why I thank God for, you know, me learning. You know, I'm humble. I listen. You know, I'm disciplined. So that's why I'm just letting y'all know. But anyway, next time, God bless.